Our tale of the tape is brought to you by X-Men First Class. Bring home the first summer blockbuster of the year on Blu-ray and DVD today.
You see under styles as Jeet Kune Do. It's Muay Thai that he's so proficient at and so deadly with. That was his first art, but man, his clinch game is amazing. He's going to have to use, CISNEROS is going to have to use boxing to stay out of that range.
We now send it back inside the Bellator cage to Michael Williams.
Tonight here at Caesars Atlantic City Bellator Fighting Championships on MTV2 and on Epix in HD. Along with Everlast, greatness is within. Now move to quarterfinal number 3 of the welterweight tournament. 3 5-minute rounds brought to you by Boost Mobile. We hear you. It's why Boost has Android-powered phones with no contracts at a price you can't afford. Boost Mobile, be heard. And now, fighting out of the red corner at 5'11", weighing in at 171 pounds. His professional record, 13 wins, 3 losses. From Hilo, Hawaii, Chris the Maverick Cisneros. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 6'3", weighing in at 171 pounds. As a professional, 10 victories, 3 defeats with 2 draws. From Orlando, Florida, presenting Ben Killer B. Saunders. And the third man inside the cage, Keith Peterson.
Season 5 welterweight tournament quarterfinal number 3. Douglas Lima and Luis Santos have already booked passage into the last 4. The winner of this bout becomes the third semifinalist, the bell in round number 1. Tonight's Fight Clock is sponsored by Drive, starring Ryan Gosling, in theater September 16th. There are no clean getaways.
See Saunders starting out kicking. Now has Cisneros up against the fence. That's not where he wants to be.
Chris Cisneros, the Hawaiian, is in the white trunks. Ben Saunders is in the black trunks. Keith Peterson is the referee.
Another thing in that tail of the tape you might have noticed, 6'3" for Ben Saunders. Oh, great outside throw.
Again, we said for all of the proficiency with the Muay Thai clinch, the knees, the elbows, Saunders is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now inside control. You see Cisneros trying to walk up the Bellator cage fence.
Can't see on the other side. Looks like he's trying to lock up an Americana. Can't really see it. Looks like he's trying to work that right arm of Cisneros. Now letting it go.
Cisneros trying to shrimp, trying to posture, trying to explode and get Ben Saunders off of him.
Saunders putting a lot of pressure on him with that right shoulder. That's what you're supposed to do inside control. Now sliding across his knee. Trying to get that full mount.
And there is full mount achieved by Ben Saunders. Cisneros now being flattened out.
Now we were talking about his jiu-jitsu. He knows what he's doing on the ground. You can see it here.
Almost in a can opener position for Saunders there. Then the knee to the rib cage. Wide left hand there by Saunders. One-way traffic to start this third quarterfinal. All in favor of Ben Saunders.
Oh, now he has his right arm trapped with his knee.
Saunders trying to take the back, but running into the fence. Letting go with left hands. See Saunders almost methodical there, just picking his shots, Jibby, with the left.
That's experience. He's been in big fights before. They have similar records, but Ben Saunders has taken on much better talent.
Cisneros doing nothing but playing defense so far in this fight. Saunders looking for wrist control.
Part of that experience, he's not going to go crazy in a position. He's going to lock it up, make sure he has everything tight, and then start unloading.
From the back mount, Saunders has one hook in very deep. More left hands from Saunders, straight to the face. Now to the body, back to the face. You can feel, Jimmy, that Cisneros just wants to explode up, but Saunders is a big, big 170-pounder.
Yeah, that long frame, he puts those hips in, he can put a lot of pressure on you. That's exactly what he's doing.
Saunders, 6'3", 4 inches taller than his opponent, Chris Cisneros.
Now Cisneros can scrape him off and get out, and that's what he does.
Cisneros now looking for a single leg.
Well, great job getting the Kimura.
Drove down Saunders, immediately turned. Saunders back in the top position and looking for the Kimura.
He's got to pass half guard, though. It's very hard to finish this from half guard. He can do it, but it's not easy.
Cisneros trying to turn, trying to be slippery on the bottom.
Get your underhook, Ben.
Cisneros now trying to come out the back door.
More left hands now to the face and head by Ben Saunders.
Oh, good job by Cisneros.
The sweep from Cisneros.
Well, good short right hand. Battle of two strikers turning into a ground battle.
Ben, stand up with it.
First bit of offense in this fight for the Hawaiian Chris Cisneros from the big island of Hawaii.
Ben, 1 minute.
Final minute of round number 1.
Now, what can Ben Saunders do from his back? What can Cisneros do from on top? That's the question now. One advantage of having those shorter limbs on top, it's easier to generate force with that ground and pound for Cisneros.
See Saunders still trying to throw from the bottom. Cisneros threw a big right hand. High thigh kick there.
All the way up, all the way up.
Now, is he going to let him up? Now keeping the pressure on. I think he was trying to catch Ben Saunders trying to come up with his head forward. Ben Saunders, a veteran, not going to make that mistake.
Explosive kick up. Cisneros trying to get in with the right hand. Big smile on the face of Ben Saunders. Closing seconds of round number 1.
Get it, pull it out.
Cisneros trying to throw.
Pull it down.
In a triangle, but not enough time to finish.
Got it.
Round number 2 upcoming in this third welterweight tournament quarterfinal. The winner through to the semifinals where he will join Douglas Lehman, Luis Santos. Round number 2 and Jimmy on your scorecard.
10-9 Ben Saunders. Did well with the stand-up and also dominated on the ground. Good finish by Cisneros, but that first round, 10-9 for Ben Saunders.
Chris Cisneros is in the white trunks. Ben Saunders is in the black trunks. Cisneros, his first sport was boxing. He started at the age of 9. 2-0 as a pro boxer, 2-1 as a pro kickboxer. He said that he wants to use angles and speed to counter Saunders' reach and clinch game. He also said he wanted to keep this fight standing and not be stuck on the bottom.
Watch the back of that.
That's where he's been the majority of this fight.
Saunders thinks of himself as a true martial artist as well as a mixed martial artist. Says that he prides himself on being able to adapt to any situation.
Locking up the Kimura now.
Going hard for the Kimura here.
Really straightening that arm.
Saunders looking for the submission finish in the early stages of round 2.
Cisneros able to explode out, but he is in armbar trouble.
Saunders almost in the full north-south. Now he is. Now moving from north-south, deftly in the side control. That was slick from Saunders.
That's what we call twister side control. Has his hip on the ground. In good position for a Darce choke. Will he go for it? Now he's taking his time.
Cisneros just hurtling down. Join us next Saturday night for Bellator 50 from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. The fight card features all 4 bouts in the quarterfinal round of Bellator Season 5 middleweight tournament. Plus, you can see the prelim fights live on Spike.com and Bellator.com beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's Bellator 50 live next Saturday night beginning at a special starting time, 7 p.m. Eastern on MTV2 and in HD on Epix.
Ben Saunders keeps going back to that Kimura. Cisneros savvy enough to stay out of it.
Big knee now from Saunders and another, that right on the belly. Another big knee.
Now he's known for it on the feet. He can do it on the ground as well.
Knee right to the arm and shoulder there, Jimmy.
That's going to wear you out. Once you stand up, it's hard to use that left arm after it's been taking those knees.
There are moves in MMA, of course, Jimmy, as you well know, that wear down an opponent through attrition. A knee like that to the shoulder, to the arm, is a move of attrition.
Yeah, do it over and over. Your opponent stands up and he can't use that jab hand. Oh, now he has him.
Those are both big shots.
He had both arms trapped momentarily. If he can get his knee over that arm, he can finish this fight now.
Saunders nearly in a full crucifix position.
Sliding that knee over now.
Big left hand again. So just unfettered left hands by Saunders.
So far, it's been all about the ground control of Ben "Killa B" Saunders.
Saunders again was looking for the Kimura, couldn't find it, throws the left to the side of the head. Cisneros so thrilled to be invited in this Bellator welterweight tournament. Ben Saunders just looking at us, giving a big smile and a thumbs up to us, Jimmy. Back to the Kimura.
Well, great Americana, able to get out. You know, we talk about it a lot. We were talking about it before this fight, guys that are just happy to be here. You can't be in that category. You know, we're talking about, is Cisneros one of those guys who's just, you know, like I said, happy to be here. You have to believe you can beat your opponent. You have to believe you can take the belt. Only reason to be in this tournament. A lot of guys get in here and they're kind of just stunned to be here and don't fight competitively. And Killa B going for that finish, but Cisneros able to power his way out.
Saunders back to the key lock. He was looking for a Kimura earlier in this fight, again in this round.
Keeps going back to it. He's going for it again. Now it's a straight arm.
Great wrist control by Saunders from this top position. Inside control. Things going the way of Ben Saunders.
You know, it's funny, in Saunders' last fight against Matt Sung Lee, he did everything he could on the feet and couldn't finish. Now we're seeing the ground version of that, going for a lot of submissions, that Kimura over and over, but cannot finish Chris Cisneros, but he's piling up points. He's winning rounds.
3, then 4 right hands. The fourth one missed, but the first 3 landed. Another big round for Ben Saunders, having his way in quarterfinal bout number 3. The ever-popular Bellator girls, Mercedes Terrell, Jade Bryce, with us tonight here at Caesars in Atlantic City, New Jersey. A sold-out crowd in attendance for the Bellator Season 5 opener. Round number 3, welterweight tournament quarterfinal number 3, and Jimmy on your scorecard.
2 rounds to none for Ben Saunders, 10-9 in both cases. Only question is, will you call any of them 10-8? 10-8, I would not. Cisneros has to come out blazing in order to win this fight.
Chris Cisneros is in the white trunks. Ben Saunders is in the black trunks. Again, the winner of this bout
knees!
Through to the semifinals. Saunders trying to make that happen, and he does! Just like that! Lightning strikes quickly here in round number 3, and Ben Saunders is through to the final 4.
It was the knee that stunned Cisneros as soon as he was hurt. Ben Saunders, veteran move all over him, finishing him with punches. You see him making his mark at 2-0. Proud of his performances in Bellator.
29 seconds, the finish comes for Ben Saunders in round number 3. You see the finish, and when we return, Jimmy Smith will speak to the victor, Ben Saunders. This is Bellator. A thorough and impressive victory for Ben Saunders as he books his place in the semifinals of this welterweight tournament as he defeats Chris Cisneros. Here is Michael Williams.
Gentlemen, referee Keith Peterson steps in and halts this contest. The official time, 29 seconds into round number 3. The winner by TKO now advancing to the welterweight tournament semifinals, Ben "Killa B" Saunders.
11 pro MMA wins now for Ben Saunders. He's 2-0 inside the Bellator cage, and momentarily he will speak to Jimmy Smith.
I'm here with your winner, Ben "Killa B" Saunders. In your last fight against Matt Sung Lee, you threw every strike in the book against that guy. It looked like the grappling version this time. You went for every submission you knew.
Yeah, I did, man. There were definitely opportunities for elbows in numbers in this, but unfortunately, ruling didn't allow it. So I'm looking to get through the next round so I can get to the finals and bring back one of my best weapons.
Now, you talked about going on to the next round. You've seen the field so far. You are joining a very, very talented semifinal round.
Absolutely. I didn't get to watch any of the fights. I was too busy getting in the zone, preparing to come out here and put on a show for you all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hell yeah, man.
Let's give a big hand to your semifinalist, Ben Killer B. Saunders, ladies and gentlemen.
The end came at 29 seconds of the third round by way of TKO. From the Muay Thai clinch, the knees too much, and then Saunders finishing. You see a huge right hand, great stoppage from referee Keith Peterson.